YouTube, man. What are we gonna do with you? Okay. Well, we're just gonna talk about, I guess, you know, I'm on the way home right now, and this is actually before I hit a gym session, so I'm trying to get a video ahead for the rest of the week to where I release this video today, and the gym video I take today I will release tomorrow after I edit it. So, you know, I'm hoping that I can get a little, get ahead with this video, essentially. Basically, that's what I'm doing here, right? I don't usually do 2 talking videos in a row, because, you know, why can I not get my damn camera the way I want it to, man? I don't understand. All right. Oh, well. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, so 2 talking videos in a row. Sorry about that, y'all. It'll be okay. We will have a gym video soon. It's just I'm working more this week than I have been, so I have to record the video ahead of time, because getting home at 10 p.m. to edit a video and put it out is not ideal for myself. Okay. I find it stressing on the time factor, if that makes sense, you know, because I am trying to upload a video every day, right? 1 video a day on YouTube, but it becomes difficult when I have to edit them at such a late time, you know, because all I'm thinking about when I'm at work is that. So hang on, let me turn my heater on really quick. It rained last night, so I have to use my heater on the front windshield to get some of this water away, you know. Plug your ears really quick. I'm about to hit the damn wipers. That was actually the smoothest wiper that happened all morning, man. I was sitting here for like 10, 15 seconds just letting the wiper run on the highest speed to try and get all of the water off, so that you guys didn't have to hear it, because it was making a god-awful noise. But anyways, we are 2 minutes and 50 seconds in, and I will now introduce the topic of today's video, I guess. Protein matters, and not just the amount of protein you eat, but also the type of protein you eat. You gotta think about it. A complete protein is very important in the diet. It's not just protein, right? Like, so the ideal protein amount changes for everybody, right? So for someone like me, my ideal protein amount is somewhere between like 0.7 or 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight. So that, you know, if I'm not 200 right now, but let's just use 200 as a nice round number, right? So if I was 200 pounds of body weight, and I just wanted to be 200 pounds, you know, I would eat somewhere between, what's 0.8 times 200? Like I would eat somewhere between 160 to 200 grams of protein every day to have the correct amount of protein in my diet and make sure I'm having enough protein in my diet for muscle growth. Now, if you're trying to lose weight, let's say I'm 200 right now, but I wanted to be like 180, then the ideal amount of protein would be, you know, about 1 gram, 0.9 to 1 gram per pound of body weight that I wanted to be. So if I wanted to be 180, I would, sorry, there's a bunch of manure on the ground, on the road, like fucking everywhere. Like it's like a big ass chunks of it, chunks bigger than my head. So I'm just like curious where the shit's coming from, literally. But yeah, I'd eat about 180 grams of protein if I wanted to be 180 pounds, right? If I had a lot of weight to lose like that, I could actually get below 180 again for this competition. But I don't know, we'll see. But, right, outside of protein amount, the type of protein matters. Complete proteins matter, because there's things that affect how good a protein is, like the digestibility of the protein and how complete the protein is, which is the different amino acids that make up the protein. So animal meat scores pretty good on the protein scale because it's a complete protein, easily digestible for most people unless you have a condition, you know. So what is, like, you know, things like chicken, beef, turkey, things like that, even like some dairy things like eggs. You know, eggs are actually really good because they have healthy fats in them as well. So basically red meat, any form of red meat as well, you know, like steak, ground beef, as long as you're eating the lean bits of it, you know, you're getting a good protein source. But something like, you know, pasta, like there's the protein pasta, you know, like the Barilla, however you pronounce it, like protein pasta, you know. If you were to eat your entire day's worth of protein just from that pasta, you wouldn't be getting a good score on the protein. You probably wouldn't be getting a complete protein either, because it doesn't make the protein comes from wheat. It's not a complete protein. It doesn't come from something that has all the amino acids that it would need to make it a complete protein. And that protein score is pretty low on the scale. That includes like the completeness of a protein and the digestibility of it, you know. So even though there is protein in it, it's not a fantastic source of protein because of the type of protein it is. It's an incomplete protein. So I mean, obviously, if you were to, I don't know, if you were to have like a diverse diet where you had plenty of animal meats throughout the day, like yesterday, for example, this is what I was doing, right? Yesterday, I had a lot of chicken yesterday and a pork chop and a protein drink, right? All of those are a great source of protein because I was getting complete proteins from them, right? But then I also, on top of that, I had the protein pasta. You know, maybe I was using the protein pasta to like round out the top end of my diet. But the point is, I had hit my protein goal, my minimum, I guess you could say. So like if it was 0.7 and I'm 200, I hit at least 140 or 150 yesterday out of the animal proteins. And then on top of that, I sprinkled in some of the protein pasta, right? So I used it to round my diet out. Now, look at this beautiful light I got on my face right now. It's coming in through the side of my sunglasses, so these things are not useful right now. Anyways, it's fine because I use it to round out my diet. I wasn't using it to make up a large portion of my daily protein. I had already had a large amount of my daily protein from animal meats and protein drink that was, you know, has good qualities to it. I mean, that's fine to do because, you know, I am including other complete proteins that make it up, so I don't have to worry about like, I didn't get all my amino acids today. That's not, you know, I didn't have to worry about that. But, you know, someone like vegans or vegetarians, what is it? I forget which one doesn't eat meats and which one doesn't eat any animal product at all. But the ones that don't eat any animal product at all, those are the ones that are in danger of not getting complete proteins in their diet because, you know, they won't even consume like cheese or milk or eggs or things like that, which are also, you know, they come from an animal. They're animal products, so they can also have complete proteins in them. So I mean, you know, that's one thing you got to think about when you go on diets is like, is this diet the best thing for me, and is it making sure I can get all of my nutrients in that I need? For those, you know, for some people, it's like an ethical thing, and I understand that. You know, that's not me saying, well, you should give up your ethics to have a more complete diet, you know. No, it's not. There are plenty of ways to get your protein in when you're on a diet like that restricts, you know, you don't eat animal product or animal meat to get the complete proteins. You know, there's different ways to get complete proteins in a diet. So, you know, taking vitamins is one of them. There's also specific plants, I believe, don't quote me on this though, that will, you know, give off those, the amino acids that you would need to make a complete protein. But, you know, you just have to have that with, throughout the day to make sure you're aiding your diet, you know, in order to get the full benefit from all of the proteins that you were ingesting. Because, you know, as if you could have 300 grams, and now this is just a hyperbole, like this is just an over exaggeration of what it is, okay? But if you have like 300 grams of protein, but if they're not complete proteins, you know, you're leaving some of the benefits on the table, you know. So that's obviously looking at it from a lifting standpoint. You know, if you're not getting enough proteins in, you're not going to be building efficient muscle. But also, you know, it's just not going to be good for the body in a general sense if you're leaving out the complete proteins. So, you know, just depending on the diet, you got to be careful with what you're diving into before you dive into it. You got to make sure you know, like, okay, yeah, it's going to be restrictive here, but this is how I can make up for that in other areas that agree with the diet, you know. So, yeah, basically, too long didn't read TLDR. Protein amount matters, but also damn, yawning, bro. But also protein source matters. So, you know, where you get the protein from and how much protein you ingest are the two main factors that come into play for protein, I believe. I can't think of a third factor right now. I mean, you can consider digestive time, like when you eat it, in relation to like the gym or something, but or how much you eat at one time, you know. But that's another video. That's actually not a bad topic for another video. I can make a nice little 5-minute video about when to eat it and how much to eat in one sitting. Honestly, it could be a 2-minute video. That's a short topic because it's not what most people think. So other than that, man, I'm almost home. Gonna make me some breakfast. Head to the gym. I'm gonna be cutting it close, I would say, as far as gym time and work time goes, because I get to work 2 days in a row today, or this week. Usually I have, you know, a day or two off in between work days. So my body is a little sore from yesterday, but I made sure to keep the workload lower so that I could be a little bit fresher for today. Because usually when it comes to work, I just fucking destroy my body. I just put all of my effort into that one work day, and I work for 8 to 10 hours. You know, that did not happen yesterday, obviously, because I was trying to preserve my body a little bit. So today we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm a little sore today, so I don't know if I'll be, you know, because I do have a day off until my next work day after this. But I have a feeling I'm not going to want to push the body today because I am a little sore, but we'll see. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Hope to see y'all next time.